and welcome to my channel. My name's Angela and this is Devon Thread Tales. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to take you through my 1 week Me Made May. Now I realise it's June already, but I have been releasing my 1 week Me Made March, which you can find a link to up here, and my 1 week Me Made April, which you can also find up here, and they were both very late. I am now currently away on holiday, so I thought I would share my 1 week Me Made May, even though it's a bit late. And while I'm on holiday, I'm going to catalogue all of the things that I'm wearing Me Made on my holiday and share that with you when I get back as well. So I'm about to sit and edit my video. I've made myself a cup of tea. Why don't you make yourself a cup of tea too and sit and join me? I'm going to go through and edit everything, and I know that I'm going to be taking you back to the very start of the week, and I'm actually in this room prior to it looking finished like this. So I'll hand you over to my previous self. Bye. So it is Monday today, and you can hear it's very, very echoey in here. I'm in what is going to be my new sewing room. So it is a real mess in here. Well, it's not actually a mess. It looks messy, but it's actually almost fully done in terms of being decorated. So I'll turn the camera around and just very quickly show you. So coming in through the door, like I say, it's very plain at the moment. It's just, well, actually I say the door, there is no door. The door's been taken off. There's no skirting board at the moment. So my very lovely husband, who's hiding around the corner there, where are you, John? He's just about to do the skirting board for me. And then we are going to start building some furniture. I'm going to put some nice blinds up, redo the light. Yeah, so it is coming on. So in the theme of 1 week Me Made, I have actually got something Me Made on. Oh, sorry, I look an absolute wreck. I've got on an old t-shirt of my daughter's. Hopefully she doesn't watch this video and go, oh, that's my favourite t-shirt, but I've been painting in this. And then I have got on an old pair of Sew Over It Hubby leggings. I think that's how you pronounce it. I just don't particularly like these leggings, and I thought, what can I use to wear to decorate in? And I thought they'd be really, really comfortable. I just don't like the fabric. It's not the pattern particularly, I just don't like the fabric. So that's what I've been wearing today. So I will come back tomorrow and show you how we've progressed with the room. Bye. So I'm still looking a mess. It's still Monday. So I just thought I'd let you know, while John is fitting the skirting and doing that kind of thing, and then I'm going to go and help him fit the blinds, I am starting to build my IKEA furniture. Hopefully it'll be successful. I have gone for the Alex set of drawers, and I have also gone for their cupboard and a desktop. So I'm really hoping that will come together nicely. But yes, I thought I'd let you know what it is that I'm using. John and I had a very fun-filled afternoon at IKEA, and it was his suggestion. How fabulous is that? He said, should we go to IKEA and go and get a load of stuff for your sewing room? I was like, yes. Anyway, wish me luck. Okay, still looking delightful. It's now about 9:30 at night, and we have got to a stage now where we need to move a load of furniture and bits and pieces around. But we have now done quite a bit in here. So you'll have to excuse, there's mirrors and there's glass and all sorts in here, and it's covered in fingerprints, but I haven't got time to do that now, and I have to do that tomorrow. So we've got the blind up, and underneath the blind is actually a Venetian blind as well, but I've just got it pulled up at the moment. I've got a really nice big floor to ceiling wardrobe, which has got got a couple of things in it. It's just got shelving in, so I thought that would be really useful for you know, all of my fabrics and patterns and things like that. And then over behind me on the wall, I have got a table that I'm going to use. That's what I was starting to build earlier. A table that I'm going to use for my sewing machines, and then I've got my cutting table over there. Now at the moment there's a little bit of debate as to which way around I'm going to have this, whether I'm going to have my table with my sewing machines on underneath the window, which is my preferred option, and then just have my cutting table set up here. But I have got another set of drawers that I really wanted set up and I don't think I can actually fit them in. I think I've misjudged what room I had, so that's a little bit of a shame, a little bit annoying, because it would have been really good to have that all set up, but it is what it is, it's fine. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with how it's gone so far, but we're having a bed delivered tomorrow, and lots and lots of stuff is dumped in one room. So I have to forget about this now and get all of the furniture out of that room so the bed can be delivered tomorrow. It is chaos, and John and I are absolutely exhausted. And we've been living on takeaway food for the last couple of days because we just haven't had time to cook. Anyway, I will update you as the week goes on. Hiya, so it is the next day. I am showered, I'm clean, I've got nice hair now. Well, say nice hair, it's still shoved up in a ponytail, but it's clean hair. I've got a bit of makeup on, I've got proper clothes on, not DIY clothes. I feel a whole lot better. Oh my gosh. John and I were so tired last night. Literally, it got to a point where we both felt a bit tearful. We were like, so I just want to go to bed. But because we knew we were getting our bed delivered today and we were worried about it, you know, not getting in there because it had lots of other furniture in there, we were just working really hard to try and get it done. It was about 11 o'clock and I was like, I can't go to bed without having a shower. I've got to shower. And so I was so desperate to go to bed, had a shower, and then got into bed and then laid there like that. Right, I'm awake now. So I feel like I've had no sleep because I had a gym session this morning, so I got up really early and I was like, oh my gosh, what is my life? Anyway, we are sorted. Just had a phone call to say that bed's being delivered between 12 and 1, so that's all good. And I'm just about to leave to go and pick my daughter up from the train station, and her boyfriend is coming a little bit later on. So we do still have lots of sorting out to do because I wanted to get everything clean and tidy and ready for her and her boyfriend arriving, but it was just so late last night we didn't. So I thought I'd just very quickly share with you what I've got on. I've got on a pair of ready-to-wear jeans, which are nice and comfy, not particularly tight jeans, just sort of straight leg. And I've got on the Deer & Doe Givre, which is a French pattern company. It normally comes with a yoke, so the top half is different from the bottom half, has long sleeve options, it's got a dress option, which I've also made and I love, and I've done it with the contrasting yoke, but I made the t-shirt so that it was just all one colour, and I've made it in this gorgeous navy blue fabric, which has got gold pineapples on. Now I made this a very long time ago, and I genuinely do not know what the fabric company was that I bought this from, so I'm sorry about that. But I'll just stand up and show you what that looks like all together. So it's very casual, but like I say, I'm just going to go and pick my daughter up, and then we're going to pop home. I do need to go and get a duvet from Dunelm, so I'm going to pop into Dunelm, and then we're going to go for a little bit of lunch, but we're just going to a cafe, so it's not particularly posh or anything, so that'll be quite nice. So I'm going to leave you there for the day, and I will come back later on. I do want to show you what was my sewing room and show you the mess that was in there, but I will come back and show that to you a little bit later on. Anyway, for the moment, see you later. Hiya, so it's the next day and I have got Amy and her boyfriend Karen at home with me, and they are all fine. We had a really nice day yesterday, it was lovely. So today I have been up and taken Amy to the dentist. She's very nervous about going to the dentist, so she always comes home to go so that I can go with her, bless her. So I went with her this morning, and then her and Karen are having a lovely day on their own together. I think they're going to go to the Ho and have an ice cream and just chill out, which is nice. And I've got a very nice day as well because I have made my way to Tavistock. I'm going to go to So Much More, and then after I've been there I'm driving out to Royal William Yard and visiting Make, which is the Make Fabric Boutique, and I'm meeting up with a couple of friends, so I will share with you when I get there because I think you might recognise a couple of them. Oh, and today obviously I can't show you fully what I'm wearing, but I am wearing the Closet Core Sally jumpsuit, which is made out of, drop the phone, made out of a jersey fabric which I bought from Exeter Fabrics. It is such a comfortable, lovely jumpsuit. I'd forgotten that I had it, and I pulled it out yesterday and thought, oh, I'm going to wear that tomorrow, and I absolutely do need to make another one because it's so nice to wear and it's actually a really easy make as well. So I'll come back to you in a little bit when I've met up with my friends. Bye. So I've just got to So Much More and I'm just having a little look around. A lovely display of patterns behind me and some absolutely beautiful, gorgeous fabrics, all different colours. It's all very tempting, all very tempting. And then here we've got some lovely threads, lots of beautiful samples. So Much More is owned by a lovely lady called Jess, who is sat over in the corner. Let's give us a little wave. Hi. And there's these two other ladies here. Who's that? Oh, hi Helen. And, oh, hi Tomlin. So we've got sewn on the tie. Very far from home, like the opposite end of the country. And Helen, who is Stitch Rip Repeat. There we go. So we're just going to have a little peruse. We might come back to you a bit later. Okay, so we have got to make. We have done a little bit of shopping, as we did at So Much More as well. So this is the outside of Make, and it's absolutely beautiful here. So I might go and have a little wander around the seafront in a moment. We're definitely going to go for a coffee. I'll just take you inside. So here we are. I know you've seen it before, but absolutely lovely. Lots and lots. Oh, and look, there's even a very lovely couple of ladies displaying the fabric. Look, and oh, who's that over there? So, hi. Have you recovered from frock tails?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's all good.
Ready for the next one?
Ready for the next one, yay! And we have lots of fabric. So yes, we've done some purchases, so I'm sure if you watch Tamlin and Helen's videos, they'll be sharing what they've bought, and I'll be sharing mine a little bit later. Bye! Hiya, so I'm back from Royal William Yard after seeing and spending the day with Helen, who is Stitch Rip Repeat, and Tamlin, who is sewn on the Tyne. We've had a really lovely day. It's been absolutely lovely. Have to say, it feels like it's been good for my soul, really. I just, yeah, I feel like I needed a little bit of a uplift and a little boost, and that's certainly done that today. Sewing people are fabulous, aren't they? So first of all, before I go any further, I will just share with you quickly what I've got on, because otherwise I will forget. I know I talked about it very briefly when I sat in the car this morning, but I couldn't show you fully. So this is my Sally jumpsuit by Closet Core, and it is in a jersey fabric, a viscose jersey. Ooh, there's two of me. I really love this jumpsuit. It feels really comfortable. It has a V-neck at the back and the front with a little tie. It does have the option to do shoestring straps as opposed to this sort of like little cap sleeve version. It's got an elasticated waistband. It's got really nice little pockets. The bodice is fully lined, and it's just really lovely, really super comfy, and I absolutely love it. I'd forgotten how much I liked this actually. My niece had gone away on a hen weekend and she needed some blue clothes, and she asked me if I had any. And to be fair, she's a lot slimmer and tinier than me, and I don't think any of my clothes would have fitted her, but I was looking through some of my clothes the other day and I thought, I don't have anything blue in my cupboard. And like, I know that I'm a bit obsessed with blue, so I don't know where everything's gone, but she had them all, so she gave them back the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna wear that, forgot I had that. So we had a really lovely day. Like I said, we went to So Much More, and then we went to Make. We had a little bit of lunch in Royal William Yard before we went to Make, which was lovely. We went to a place called Secco Lounge, sat and just sort of chatted the lunchtime away, which was just lovely. And then afterwards we went and had a little stroll around the rest of Royal William Yard and showed Tamlin the beautiful views from there, because it is so lovely, and it would have been a shame for her to have missed seeing that. So hopefully she enjoyed that. And then we've parted ways and everybody's gone their separate ways. Tamlin back to her holiday home with her family, Helen back to her house, and myself back here. So I thought I would share with you some of the purchases that I made. Now, I was feeling a bit like I'm not going to buy anything because I'm trying really hard to destash at the moment and not, you know, not get anything. But I have destashed quite a lot of fabric, and I obviously had sold it. So I have just kind of bought more, but I love what I've bought. Oh, I'm not going to feel guilty about it because I haven't bought any for such a long time, and it's not very often you go and have a little fabric kind of shopping spree, so it's my little treat. It's my little treat to myself. So I'll show you what I bought from So Much More first. It comes in a lovely pink bag. Sorry about the rustling. So first thing I picked up was, sorry about this light by the way, kind of got this light coming down through my blind. I've actually had to close them because otherwise I had all these lines going down my face. So first of all, from So Much More, I bought a prim turning set for turning loops. I have a turning tool which just does not work very well, and I really wanted some of these loops, and they were just there, and I thought, oh, that would be quite handy. So I got some of those loops, and then Tamlin and Helen picked up this fabric, and they were both going to buy it. I think Helen actually changed her mind at the last minute and bought a different version, a different colour in this fabric, but Tamlin bought this, and I was just so tempted by it when it was laid out and being cut. I was like, oh, I actually really want some of that. So I bought this beautiful Zadie sort of green fabric, which again I think suits my colouring. It is I don't know what it is. I mean, it's some sort of knitted fabric. It's obviously got a bit of polyester in it or something. It's very drapey. It's just absolutely lovely. And I'm going to make a cardigan out of that. I don't know what cardigan, but a cardigan out of that. And I'm really pleased with that. I think that's beautiful. Probably more in the autumn I'll make that, not sure. So that was what I bought from So Much More. And then, like I say, we went to Make, and I had quite a treat at Make. I have to try really hard not to buy anything when I go to Make when I'm working there, because I get sort of swept along with this beautiful fabric, and I kind of try and do that when I walk into the shop. But today I wasn't working, I was there looking with my friends. So I've just gone for it. Anyway, what should I show you first? I'll show you the one which I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of the fabric, but I have been eyeing this up for a long time, and again I feel really bad. Tamlin bought this as well, and I did get it after she got it. I'm sure she won't mind. But I bought this absolutely beautiful fabric, soft and drapey viscose, really beautiful. I bought 3 meters of it. I have the idea that I'm going to make a 2-piece set of some sort. Now, Helen did sort of say, trousers in it might look a bit clown-like, and she's probably right. I don't know. Should I hold it up against my leg? Might look a bit clown-like, but I'm thinking like a really nice top in this and that, it would look really lovely. Don't know. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I love the colours in it. It's really beautiful. Lizzie does sell such beautiful fabrics. Oh, and so does Jess at So Much More as well. So that's a fabric that I'm not 100% sure about what I'm going to be making. I did buy another tool while I was out there. I bought a refill cartridge for a prim marking tool, and I got it in yellow. I've already got the pen, which looks like this, and it's filled with white, but sometimes it's difficult to see, especially when you're on paler fabric. So I just got this refill to go in there, and apparently you can swap and change them over. So that's really helpful. So I've got that one. And then I bought a pattern, and it's a pattern again that I've been eyeing up for a long time, and it is the True Bias, and I do love a True Bias pattern, I have to say. Calvin wrap dress and top. So it's not a new pattern, it's a really old pattern that they've had for a long time. It's absolutely beautiful wrap dress, but with little shoestring straps which are adjustable, and it can be made into a top as well as a dress. I just think that is stunning, really lovely. And today was the day, and I bought it, and I bought some fabric to make it in. I have seen this fabric at Make for quite some time, and I've been eyeing it up, and today was just the day. So I've got that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So lovely. I'm so chuffed with that. So it is a beautiful soft drapey viscose with white background with this lovely sort of floral design on it, or fruity, leafy, not quite sure what it is. Say floral, I don't think it is flowers, is it? It's like splodges and leaves. Anyway, that's what I've got. And again, I think that colouring is lovely, and that is what I'm going to be making with that. I'd like to say I'd make it before I go on my holiday, but that's only in about 10 days time, so bear in mind I've not made that pattern before. I don't know how well that'll come out, so we'll see. And then lastly, I bought this, although this is the first fabric I picked up that I got into make, and this is again a viscose fabric, and I really love it. I just think that the colours and the pattern in it is really bright and vibrant, and I'm going to make the woven version of the kilo wrap dress, which I've never made before. I've only ever made it once, and I've made it in a viscose jersey, but I have got this, and I think that will go really, really nicely with my colouring again. Sorry, I've been a bit weird. So I'm very, very chuffed with that. I think that's absolutely stunning, really beautiful. I'm very pleased with what I've bought. It's all very bright and summery and just makes me smile. So I'm very happy. Anyway, I am going to love you and leave you there. I've made myself a cup of tea. I've got some very naughty biscuits that Amy's boyfriend brought home from France with him, because he has had a holiday there recently, and he brought us a lovely tin of butter biscuits. Naughty. I'm just going to have a quiet half an hour on my own, sat having my cup of tea, probably doom scrolling on my phone, and then I'm going to go and cook tea. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. Right, excuse me. Glasses on, bed head. Pajamas on. I just thought I'd share with you very quickly, because I don't do this very often now on my 1 week me mades, but I wanted to share my pajamas. I know you've seen these before. They are one of my absolute favourite pairs of pajama bottoms. I have been wearing much more summery things just of late, but the weather's turned a little bit, it's gone a bit chillier, so I thought I would just very quickly share with you my pajamas. So I have on a ready to wear pajama top that came with an old set somewhere, so this is just any old t-shirt, and I've got that on with my True Bias Lander pants. They are my very first pair that I ever made. Not Lander pants. Oh my gosh, they are not Lander pants. I will put the name of them up on the screen if I don't remember in this little segment that I'm doing. But I've made these in a jersey that I bought from Hobbycraft. They are super, super comfy. They look like they're really well fitting and tight, but they're not tight at all. They don't feel tight. They've got these lovely little slanty pockets. They've got a drawstring. They've got elastic, and they've got elastic ribbing around the bottom. And also they have an option to do an ankle length version. I haven't done that because I think that would feel uncomfortable around my, not ankle, calf length. I think that would feel uncomfortable around my calves, but I absolutely love these. The t-shirt that I made to go with this went really squonky and disgusting at some stage or another, so I think I've actually thrown that t-shirt out. So I've just, like I say, got on a ready to wear one for a minute. I'd quite like a little vest top with this, which I may or may not make. I may buy one, I don't know, but I absolutely love these Hudson pants. There you go. Not Landers, I knew they weren't Landers. True Bias Hudson pants. So I really love them, and I wanted to share them with you. But I'm going to get washed and dressed now and get changed. I've got lots to do today. Amy and her boyfriend have gone over to see her nanny and granddad. Her nanny, my mum, makes the most amazing pasties, so they've gone over there to have some homemade pasties for lunch, while I get on with a few bits and pieces at home. So I may or may not come back to you a bit later on today. If not, I will see you tomorrow. So bye for now. Hiya, so I've got changed and I'm wearing something that I don't put out of my cupboard very often, so these weeks are always a really good week for me to test things that I don't generally wear and see what it is about them that I either don't like and why I don't pull them out of the cupboard, or to see whether or not I actually have forgotten how much I like it, or not how much I like it, but had not realised that it was something that I liked. So I have got on my ready-to-wear jeans again. I'll just kneel up actually so you can see my ready-to-wear jeans, and then I've got on my Grainline Studio Scout tee. So I had this fabric left over from a summer dress that I had made ages ago, and I just wanted to have something to twirl this pattern with because I wasn't quite sure whether it was something that I wanted or not. I will say, sorry, I keep pulling my jeans up, I haven't got a belt on them and I feel like I need to pull them up. I will say I'm really conflicted about this, so I tell you what I'll do, I'll just very carefully try and turn you around so I can stand back a bit more so you can see. Now I could obviously tuck this in, but I don't have a belt on today, and I think it looks a bit strange if I tuck it in without a belt. I do think it looks better at that slightly shorter length, so I do think that is nicer. I like the neckline. I think the neckline on this sits absolutely beautiful, so I don't think I've done the wrong size or anything like that, because I think it looks really nice there. It's roomy enough around the bust area. I don't have any sort of issues pulling my arms forward or moving my shoulders around or anything like that. I just feel like it's really, really gapey here. But if I didn't have it as gapey as that, or as free flowing as that, and it just sort of came down straight, I'm not sure that I would be able to get it on and off very easily, or that it would be okay. Maybe I could very slightly bring it in, I'm not sure, and then I feel like the fit would be better. What I will say about this is that I'm really pleased with how I sewed it. Even though it was a toile, I took my time on it. I really like doing the bias bound neckline. I'm not a massive bias bound fan, and I don't mean as in I don't like it, I don't tend to use it. And I know lots of sewing vloggers in the community and other people that sew in the community love a bit of bias binding and use it all the time. It just doesn't ever really occur to me, and the only time I really use it is if a pattern states to do it and use it. And I really enjoyed making it and getting it to work on this, and I feel like it sits beautifully flat, so much nicer than a facing, and so it has made me, it's taught me that, which is great. And like I say, I'm very pleased with how flat it sits. It's really, really nice. Why don't I pull it out of the wardrobe? I actually can't answer that, but what I will say is I'm not going to get rid of it, because even if I don't feel like it's something I want to wear out and about in the, when I go out, when I'm at home and in the, when I'm doing like housework and things like that at home, or I'm just at home and it's really warm weather, this is going to be beautifully light and nice to wear. I don't think I have any t-shirts that are not jersey fabric. This is the only sort of style top that I have that is like that, and it's so easy breezy and lovely. I really like it. And I have made the new look I can't think what it's called, I think it's 6214. I'll put the picture of it up and the name of it across the screen. I have made that and I do really like that, but I will say I think this possibly fits me a little bit nicer. So yeah, I'm a bit on the fence about it. I love the colour of it. I think the colour is like my colouring and all the rest of it. You let me know what you think, and have you made it, and did you make any adjustments to it, and yeah, what do you reckon? So I'm going to get on now. I've got a few different emails and things that I need to sort out and send off. I've got a little bit of other stuff to do. I'm actually going to record a video to share with you as well, which will have been shown way before this one comes out, so you'll see me again wearing this at some point. But I'm going to love you and leave you for the moment, and I'll come back to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. So it's another day today, and today has been a bit of a funny old day, really. I got up very early this morning. I woke up about 5 o'clock and couldn't get back to sleep, so I lay there for about an hour, and at 6 o'clock I got up. Now there's nobody else in the house at the moment. Amy and her boyfriend went back to Bath yesterday, and my husband is away for a week or so, I was at home completely on my own, went round and checked all the doors were locked about 5 times before I went to bed last night. But I woke up at about 5 and I couldn't get back to sleep, and I tossed and turned until about 6 o'clock and thought, right, I'm just going to get up. I had a massive long list of things that I wanted to do, washing and cleaning and what have you. And I still have more to do, if I'm absolutely honest. And I was also meeting a friend this morning, and we went for a walk around Saltram. No, we were going to go for a walk around Saltram and have a coffee. Saltram is a National Trust place here, and it's got some beautiful grounds that you can walk around. Now, this friend that I was meeting is somebody that I was very, 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 very good friends with when my children and her children were very little, and they grew up together. And then as they got older, and my friend and I obviously got older, we just kind of drifted apart a little bit. And I just came across some photos of her and our children all together. And I messaged her and said, I don't know if you remember me, but do you fancy getting together and having a coffee? And she was like, oh, that's so weird. We were looking at photos of you this morning. And I was like, how strange is that we've, you know, our worlds have collided again. So it's really great. And I've had a lovely, lovely catch up with her. Now, I didn't go for a walk though, which is what we were intending on doing. We just went for a coffee because while I was cleaning this morning and hoovering and mopping and all the rest of it, I was doing it as I always do in bare feet. And my husband is always telling me off and saying to me, for goodness sake, put something on your feet. And I whacked my foot so hard, I've got a funny feeling I might have broken my toe. It really brought tears to my eyes. It made me swear quite loud. It's a good job there was nobody in the house. Oh my word, it's very, very sore and it's very bruised. And it was fine until I went to go and put my shoes on to go for this walk, and I was like, oh, actually that really hurts. So we just went for a coffee. Anyway, that's my tale of woe for this morning. So shall I share with you what I've got on today? I have got on my Paper Theory Zadie jumpsuit, which is made out of Japanese cotton that I bought from Make 140, or I keep saying Make 140, that's her old name, Make Fabric Boutique. So I will get up and show you what this looks like. I really love this jumpsuit. It's one of my favourite ones. I've got a couple of Zadies. This is in a cotton. I've got one in a viscose, which I still absolutely love, but it's just, it looks different because it's in viscose, so it falls differently. I love the way that it just wraps over. Nice little cap sleeves. It's just really easy to wear and it feels comfortable. It's nice and cool. And yeah, I just love it. So there you go. And I've got it on with these little pumps, which I am very desperate to take off because, like I say, my toe is very sore. So that's my day today so far. I am going to do a little bit more housework carefully with maybe a pair of slippers on and just spend the rest of the day doing that really. And if I get a chance, I might do a bit more sorting out of my sewing room, which would be good. So I'm going to love you and leave you there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, so it is Saturday morning today and I am not in anything me made. I am in my scruffs. I have basically put this on because I am going to IKEA in a moment. Very excited. I've had a bit of a lie-in this morning because I haven't slept very well for the last few days, so I had a little bit of a lie-in because I was sleepy, so that was good. So I am going to go to IKEA, pick up a few bits and pieces. I am then going to take back a couple of things which I've got, and I've done a click and collect, so I don't have to go and wander around the shop. The IKEA that's nearest to us is about 40 minutes away, so I'm going to go and do that. Here on my own at the moment. Like I say, I'm not in anything me made, but I'm going to get home from IKEA, build the furniture that I need to build, and hopefully, because I'm here on my own, but you know, I am a strong, independent woman and I will be able to do that. And then when I've done all that and I've got cleared up from doing that, I am going to get showered and put something me made on and share with you. I'm picking my daughter up from the train station. My other daughter's coming home and she's now going to be home for the summer, so I'm very much looking forward to that, but I don't pick her up until about 10 o'clock tonight, so I will come back and share that with you. Just a quick update on my toe. Don't know whether you're interested or not really. Oh my gosh, yesterday I was in so much pain for the whole day, and I generally did think, if I get up today and it is still as painful, I think I am going to have to go and get it checked out. But it was the last thing I wanted to do because I've got too much to do. I don't want to go to A&E. But I strapped my toe to my other toe, and obviously it's been rested all night overnight, and it is much better, but it is very bruised and it's very sore. Honestly, I need to learn not to walk around with bare feet. Anyway, I will come back later today when I've got some other nicer clothes on. Bye. Hiya, so it is Sunday morning. I didn't come back last night and share what I was wearing because I had a shower and got dressed into something equally as sloppy and not homemade yesterday, and went and got my daughter because I didn't finish doing all of the building of the furniture and all the rest of it till really late, and I was absolutely exhausted. So I didn't go and get my daughter until about 10 o'clock last night. We got home, yapped for quite a bit, and then went straight to bed. So I thought I would share with you quickly what I'm wearing today, and Ellen might actually share with you what she's wearing as well, because she's got one of my me maids on as well, which is lovely. And in fact, when I picked her up from the train station last night, she had on my Izzo Sews Rydal jumpsuit, which I made for myself, and it just doesn't suit me, but Ellen tried it on and it looks lovely on her. So I might see if I can get some pictures of her in it over the summer and share that with you. So I've got on my Helen's Closet Lockhart jumpsuit, which is my toile version, wearable toile. I absolutely love it. Got it on with a little pair of pumps. My toe is incredibly sore today, so hopefully it won't be too bad walking around. But I just love what this looks like. It feels so comfortable. I really like what it looks like. It's got a nice zip down the back. I've made another one, which I absolutely love. I love more than this one, but I haven't shared that on a makes video yet, so I'm going to just wait a minute. And I also have got cut out a dress version, but I can't get to my sewing room to share it with you. But Ellen, come and show what you've got on. I can't remember I think it's True Bias, but it's the Maeve skirt. Say hello. Hiya. So Ellen really wanted a skirt that looked a little bit like the skirt from Mamma Mia, like Donna, didn't you?
Yeah, the second one.
Oh dear, and it's
we got that's from that festival which
yes.
Lizzie had her stand on.
We did, yeah. So Lizzie, who is Make Fabric Boutique, had a stall at a Bovey Tracy craft fair, and I was helping her out there. The girls came along and we bought that. It's got pockets, has it?
It does have pockets.
Pockets, elasticated waist, and it's lovely. In actual fact, you've got on a self-made. Oh yeah. Oh yes. And
I thought I would.
Yes, I completely forgot that.
Yeah.
Her bestie bag that I made her.
With the
Very pretty lining in it. And I was just going to say, do you want to show them the necklace that you made?
I didn't make this.
Oh, you didn't make that?
This is from Etsy.
Oh.
But I make stuff similar
You
to
make
this.
stuff similar,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you had. Yeah, show it anyway. It's really pretty.
Sea glass with painting on it.
It's very
nice.
pretty. But yeah, so what we're going to do today, we're going to go to B&M, Dunelm. We're going to go and see Nanny and Grandad. And
Probably need to get some lunch.
And we probably do, because it is actually 12:20. So yeah, we've had a very lazy morning.
Yeah.
But it's been really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've unpacked your stuff.
It's nice to be home.
Yeah.
In a clean house.
Not student accommodation.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to leave it there for this week. I can't actually remember what day I started this 1 week me made, so it might not be strictly 7 days, but do you know what? It's fine. I know, rubbish, isn't it? But I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing Ellen as well. It's so nice to have her home. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again soon on my next video. Bye!